Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to pour the large dragon skull mold. It's called the Dragon Skull Fossil. If you watched my video yesterday, you know that I just received several dragon molds as well as one little pirate mold. And I want to pour this one first. And when I measured it, it's 5 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches. And takes approximately 100 milliliters or 3.4 ounces. Now what I want to do for this is I do want to brush it with the Let's Resin Chameleon powder, and that's the Galaxy. This stuff is so pretty. But when I do brush it, let me see if I can give you a peek. See down here? I want to try to avoid these 3 little areas. I don't want to get powder in there if I can avoid it, because when I come back to pour it, I want to try to pour clear in those three little Humpty Doos. And then I'm going to use the Let's Resin Black Epoxy Resin Pigment Paste to mix and then backfill it. Now I will put a link to some of the products that I use in the description box below. So let's go ahead and first start by trying to get this brushed. And I don't know what to expect other than I need to try to get every little area. And once I get in there, except for those 3 pits, and once I get it done, or what I think is done, I will give you a peek see. Let me see if I can get some of that powder in there, because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies in this one. I am excited though to see how it turns out. But I need to make sure I get all the little spots. And I'm going to try to get all these little areas first, and I may have to go back through, because I just want to make sure I get it all over. If I don't, it's not going to work out. This powder is so pretty. And if I get it everywhere, it'll sure bring out the details in the dragon. I just need to make sure I get it everywhere except for those 3 little Humpty Doos. I mean, from what I can see, it looks like it's in there, but it's really hard to see in there. All right, let me turn it and work on another spot. And it is a silicone mold, but it's, I don't know, more jelly-like than the molds I'm accustomed to working with. I don't know what other word to put on there. It just kind of feels like Jello. I think I've about got it. I'm going to go ahead and, before I thump it, just want to get in here one more time. I just want to make sure I have it all the way in these little horns or whatever they are. And I don't know if I can open that up any. I'm going to sure try. I mean, it looks like it's in there, but if not, it won't work out. So let me just check, and double check. And I thought about pouring it with a translucent color, but I couldn't figure out what color I wanted to use. And I know that the Galaxy powder is great to bring out all the details. All right, let me put the lid on here. I think I've got it all the way in there. And set this aside and give it some thumps. And hope that I have it all the way in there. But I can't say that I didn't get it in those 3 little Humpty Doos. I may have gotten a little bit in there. But I'm still going to try to just pour a little bit of clear in that. I do see a spot right over here that's been missed. And I don't want to miss any spots. All right, well, I think I have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some resin and I'll meet you back here. See you in a minute. I have the resin mixed up, and one of the first things I'm going to do is I cut the tip off of this pipette because I want to try to get some clear down in those three little Humpty Doos. Even though I do see a little powder in them, I'm still going to try this anyway. So let me just see if I can get it in those. And I know it's a strong possibility that once I pour the resin mixed with the black pigment paste that it'll sink in there, but still want to try. Okay, those look full. So let me scooch this aside. And I'm just using the black cup that I use for the black until I can't use it anymore. Let me go ahead and put a couple of drops on my mixer stick here. It doesn't take a whole bunch, but I do want it dark. So let me go ahead and put a couple of drops and see what we've got. If I need to add more pigment paste, I will. I shouldn't have to, but if I need to, I will. See if we can't get this mixed up. And I know that when I pour this, I'm going to turn this around because I really need to make sure that I pinch these areas real well. Just want to get this stirred real good, make sure it's dark enough. Test it on my little paper towel or my wipe. First, let me get this off the edge of the stick and then I'll test it. Now, it still looks a bit translucent, so I'm going to add a little bit more black paste, pigment paste to that. It's probably about 1.5 drops there because I do want it dark or opaque. Now, I mixed 120 milliliters because I'm finding out when I use water to measure, I'm off a little bit. And if I have extra left, I have a little bit of clear in my container over here. If I have extra left, I have another project I need to use that on. Let's see if it's left. Okay, that does definitely look dark enough. Go ahead and clean the stick and just test it one more time. Yeah, that definitely looks dark enough. All right. Whoops. I dropped that one on the floor. That's not cool. Okay, I'm going to pour a little bit and do some pinches and some thumps. Just want to make sure I can see a little bit. And I will give you a peek see down in here once I'm done with this. I may end up using all the resin. I never know. I just really am not an expert when it comes to measurements. Shouldn't be as difficult as it is, but it sure seems difficult to me. Yeah, I just want to pinch these horns or whatever they're called. I do not know the anatomy of a dragon. Add a little bit more. Yeah, I may end up mixing the rest of it. Try and give this some thumbs without making a mess. I just want to make sure there's no bubbles in here, and I still need to, yeah, I may have to mix up the rest, y'all. But I have some over here, so that shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully it's enough. That may be a problem. So let me go ahead and get that pipette out of there. and put the rest of the clear in here and get some more pigment paste mixed in with it. I don't know. I actually did measure it with water. And I don't know if I just need to add extra because of the shrinkage when it starts to cure or to dome. I just don't know. If you know, by all means, let me know in the comments below. I sure do struggle with this part. All right, let me get some of that sticky off my gloves and add some black pigment paste. And there's not as much resin in here, so I don't want to add as much pigment paste. I just want to make sure it's the same, or about the same color. It needs to be the same color. I see a big bubble forming over here, but let me check this and see if it's dark enough. Yeah, that looks good. So yeah, I do believe that will be dark enough. I just really don't want any bubbles. Grab my little tool and give this a little pop. And I know I will have to bubble set it. Set that down there and see how much more we can fit in here. See if this is enough. I hope so. Yeah, it's going to be enough. Stop there for a second. That looks domed, at least up here, but I want to carefully try and squeeze these because they are up higher. And I really don't want bubbles in it. And now there's several bubbles coming up. And that'll probably be like that for a while. It looks like it may be able to handle just a tad bit more. Stop there. So what I am going to do is I will bubble sit. And then, of course, meet you back here in 24 hours when it's time to unmold. Also, start thinking about, if you watched the video yesterday with the several different, there was 3 other small dragon molds and a pirate mold. And my next video, I'm going to purposely not make it a dragon to give the viewers an opportunity to put in the comments below what you think I should pour next as far as the dragons are concerned. And I'll probably pour them like 2 and 2 because they're small molds. But if you want to make a suggestions as to which 2 I should pour for my next dragon video, which will not be my next video, but anyway, let me know which ones you think I should pour first. All right, well, I'm going to bubble sit, and then I will meet you back here for the unmolding. See you shortly. Time for the unmolding. So let's go ahead and get this up and see. I think I want to probably take this off in the back last. I don't know. I've never worked with this mold before. Let me see if I can get that out. I don't want anything to break. Oh, I do see some bubbles. I see some bubble pits, y'all. Oh, but look at that. I think I'd like to go back in and maybe paint the eyes. Unfortunately, I see bubbles here, bubble pit there. There's some bubble pits down here. I may try to take some UV and see if I can fix those. I haven't been very successful with that. Yeah, I don't even think, I'm trying to think here where the eyes are at. Oh, they're right here. I guess yeah, I should definitely pinch in that area. And then one back here, and I thought I did pinch in that area, but maybe just not enough, like up in here. But look how cool that is. I think, yeah, one could come in maybe with some white and then black or something, just to try to paint some eyes in that. That did turn out pretty cool, minus the bubble pits. I see one right here in the nose too, right in the top of the nose. But that looks really neat with the Galaxy powder. So I have a question for y'all in regards to this mold. Yeah, I said before, I've never used one like this. It's like really like jelly. And I've noticed that when I place it on my mat and then pick it up, I don't know if you can see, it makes like a bubble. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know. If you know what causes that, please let me know in the comments below. Anyhow, there's the dragon and or the dragon skull, and minus some bubble pits. I'm pleased with it. And I love the way that chameleon powder turned out. Let me know what you think about the final project in the comments below. Also, let me know if you've watched the video of me opening the several different dragon molds, which two you'd like me to do next. Put that also in the comments below. Again, I want to thank you for watching and ask you to consider hitting the like, subscribe, and share buttons. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much.